My job before lockdown was very office based. It involved looking after people. It's kind of like a mothering role, I guess. But I look after people in the office. So when I was in lockdown, I lost a percentage of my job, and it sort of highlights what I do within the office itself, opposed to my day to day role as a personal assistant. Their life changed in lockdown for me. Not being able to go to work, even though we're essential, weren't allowed to enter the building because we have operational people on the office, and they needed to be protected. I couldn't see my friends. I couldn't go for. I like to walk. I like to hike, and I couldn't do things like that. Grocery shopping became a major mission for the lining up, and just day to day general being out. You couldn't do what you normally did. It also made me appreciate the things we do have in New Zealand, and are really, really available to all of us. Like every other New Zealander, we now shop online for our food. It's so perfect. Yeah. And we can pretend we're talking to each other and actually like each other.
Alexa. In the week 2, that's when the fights really started picking up. Me and my sister don't get along any day of the week, and lockdown didn't help, and my parents would only step in if it got violent. Everyone was on the Wi-Fi, and the quarantine didn't help with everyone being home, so Vodafone's networks were going down, and everyone was on the Wi-Fi at the same time, so it would be really slow. Couldn't really join any classrooms, couldn't do schoolwork, they had downtime really. And the fights weren't helping. I'd wake up to fighting, I'd go to sleep to fighting, there'd just be a lot of yelling. It just wasn't fun. My computer had a bit of a moment in week 2 of lockdown where I couldn't join any of my classes, and henceforth couldn't do any of my schoolwork. And then I would go into an endless cycle of waking up at midday, staying up till 4 AM, repeating the process, FaceTiming my friends, and just not doing schoolwork overall. So about all in all, online school during lockdown was pretty terrible. I stayed in contact with my friends through FaceTime, social media, video calls, phone calls. In fact, most days I woke up to a phone call from a friend calling me at 1 PM saying you missed class, or telling me that I missed an assessment. It went well for the first 3 weeks, then I really just got sick of people calling me. So I kind of almost blocked like 2 of my friends, but other than that, it just stayed in contact daily until I got bored of them and then stopped replying to them. Sorry.
We're now in level 2, going into level 1 hopefully by next week. Unfortunately, I am still in lockdown. I cannot return to the office because we do have operational staff that we're still trying to protect. So life for me is pretty much still computer based and at home, which is challenging. Trying to differentiate between the two of my home life and my wife and mother role at home. So it's becoming a little bit tiring now, and I can't actually wait to get back into the office. It all started off, I thought, oh, really? This is going to be difficult. I've got 2 teenagers at home. Thank goodness for Wi-Fi, that's what I thought. But to be fair, I think it bonded us in a little bit of a way. It was good to play games because we were so bored, and with life, it was good to do those small things together. And yes, there was probably times when I yelled. Conor will probably back that up. But in general, I think it just changed how we interacted as a family.